Hi everyone, my name is James Blackwell. I am the CEO here at Ronald James. So today I thought I would share my views on the talent shortage within the northeast of the UK, particularly with the digital and tech sector. So as a lot of you probably already know, hiring talent, particularly in this area, is very difficult. So I thought I would share from our point of view, working with a number of big tech companies in the northeast, how we've helped them overcome that challenge. But also maybe for you listening as well, some key tips to take away today that you can implement in your business, enabling you to attract the top tech and digital talent in the region. Okay, so talent shortage, it is a real issue in this current market, as you already know. Looking at the stats, almost 3/4 of employees or employers rather, have had a difficult time finding skilled candidates. Around about 72% from what we've polled in terms of clients have actually struggled with that. Now, finding employees is always going to be tough, but particularly in this sector within the northeast, it's becoming more and more difficult because the talent that is needed for these organisations, in particular software engineers and developers, there are not enough highly skilled candidates coming through the universities, or if they are, maybe they're going back down south. And obviously, as a community, there's a lot of different clubs, digital union, and other people that are trying to keep the talent in the region. But what you need to do as a business owner or head of department to separate you from other companies is, number one, you need to build an inbound talent pool for your business. So how that would look would be a range of things. So you've got to make sure your brand is targeted towards that audience. So most companies struggle because they would have a brand ethos for maybe culture and attracting talent. But in particular, to attract tech talent is totally different to attracting talent within manufacturing or engineering or financial. There has to be certain words, certain videos, audios, subject lines. The engagement points of how you would attract that person are totally different depending on the sector. And from what I've seen speaking to hundreds of business owners and heads of department is companies with recruitment marketing strategies in place are at least 30% more likely to have highly engaged employees, but also the quality of hire goes up because you've actually focused your efforts on attracting the passive talent. So you may have heard me mention before about the difference between active talent and passive talent. So active talent are candidates, potential future employees that are open to new opportunities, but have also put themselves on job boards, applied to adverts, or are generally looking to make a move. What we try and focus on, and what you need to in your business, is focus on the passive talent. So those A-player candidates that are happily gainfully employed at other companies, but if all things were equal and right and it ticked more boxes, they would be open to an opportunity. So as we know, 80% of passive candidates are open to making a move elsewhere. So how do you reach that audience is what I'm trying to cover today. So to help you get your message and your brand and your company in front of these people. So employer brand is key. So 70% of job seekers rate value as an employee's brand as really important for them to make that decision. So employee turnover can be reduced by at least 28% if you're simply investing in your employer brand, but that needs to be related to the tech and digital audience that you're trying to attract. So giving you an introduction into inbound recruitment marketing. So our business, Ronald James, have done this for a number of years now. It's one of our passions, is digital marketing that complements the traditional recruitment model. So recruitment marketing basically refers to strategies, tactics and tools enabling organisations like you to find, attract, engage and actually nurture those candidates through the process. And how we do that, so you've obviously got at the top end of the funnel, you've got basically strangers. So you've got people that haven't heard of your brand, company, don't know what you do. but you know that they're a target audience, so you've defined their avatar, so they're either a digital or tech professional or a potential employee skill set that you know as your business grows, you need that type of talent. So to get them from stranger to actual visitor to maybe your site or lead funnel, you want to be creating blogs, keywords, social posts, enabling you to attract that person into your business. So that's not just generic blogs, they need to be targeted towards what the actual person is interested in. So let's pick a developer that has got PHP experience. What they're going to find appealing in a blog is going to be maybe other PHP developers talking about what different technologies they're using, maybe experience on a project or what they're using at the moment, type of tools they're using, new tools that are coming live in 2020. That type of blog will engage that type of audience, so it needs to be really specific. Same with the keywords. With your SEO and your keywording on the blogs, if someone's searching for a certain subject, if you can make sure your keywords are correct for that blog, that enables you to find those top A players that are strangers and haven't heard of your brand before. The next is social posting. So another problem that we see with a lot of tech companies in the Northeast that we help them with is their brand on Twitter and social and LinkedIn and Facebook is all geared toward what their company does. So there might be a B2B e-commerce player. So all of their language and promotional marketing material is going to be geared towards attracting other companies that are looking maybe for an e-commerce service. But if you're trying to attract a developer in Newcastle or the Northeast, that's totally different to the type of content that you're pushing out on those social feeds, but also the type of followers that are following your business from your marketing department are all geared towards that B2B customer. So you need a separate strategy within your recruitment marketing funnel to enable you to attract, but also to gain followers that are developers, not obviously B2B e-commerce clients. So you need someone to help you with that strategy, so we enable you to get more traction on the posts that you make. So that's number one. So once that's a traction phase. Another few things that we do are things like webinars, tech events, etc., and video, and also podcasting. So all of these things drop into the funnel that are really specific to that audience, enabling you to gain them as a visitor. So the next part, once you've got them, is your conversion. So once they've came into that funnel, the next step is either landing pages, calls to action like forms. So then you need their details, enabling you to engage with them again to get them in a nurturing funnel. So that might be a call to action where you're giving away prizes, gifts. It might be a call to action to get them attend a webinar event, download a guide, different things on landing pages, squeeze pages you might have heard before. You need something that's going to engage with that developer to keep in contact with you again, or potential future employee, depending on what you're looking to hire. Once you've converted those, then it's all around, so that's what we would call a warm potential lead within sales, but within an actual candidate. Then you want to nurture them. So that's with email marketing. So email marketing is big in terms of the nurture campaigns. So can you keep them engaged? Tell them more things about your company, the projects that you're doing, the exciting tools you're using, day in the life of working here, video content, social events, all of that type of thing you can put into a funnel, and you can keep those touch points. And what we recommend is keeping in touch every 30 days. So every month you want to at least be engaging with that audience, because they've shown some interest in your company. They might not be looking to move yet, but they've shown a glimpse. So when you're nurturing them, it might take 3, 6, 9, 12 months. But imagine if you had 10, 20, 30, 40 of those candidates within your funnel. You don't need a mass amount of thousands of sign-ups, because you're looking for a very specific hire. And you might know that you need to scale your business up to another 10 heads within the tech department, and you know what general roles they are. You can forward think and plan and strategize how you'll engage with that audience. And from there, that's when the end result is obviously being able to close and actually make a hire. So getting them from warm, getting nurtured, engaging with them, and then that's when your even internal recruitment teams or someone like us at Ronald James can reach out to those potential candidates and take them away from being warm and get them really hot in for an interview, in for a chat with you and the rest of the hiring team in order to make an offer. So in simple terms, that's the inbound methodology in terms of hiring tech talent that I think businesses need to implement this, because at the moment you've got your options are either put out a job ad, and as we know, they're really failing fast in terms of the conversion rates to attract a technical or good digital person within your business. Now, no one's really applying to an advert. One, because they don't even know who you are, they can't see you, and that advert is not at the places where they are active and looking. So all of these candidates, if they're passive, they're not going to go on a job board or advert to search for jobs, but they might be around Facebook, they might be on LinkedIn, they might be on Twitter, they might be reading at blogs that you've keyworded correctly. There'll be different ways of, like I say, attracting them. I think according to around about 47% of recruiters, employers that actually grow their brand through social media have found like an upshift of at least 32% in terms of their inbound hiring. So that's something that you want to really focus on, is building a strategy around inbound marketing. That's something that we help a lot of our higher tier level clients that want to hire 10, 20, 30 staff to grow and have secured investment or really aggressively grow within the region. That's what we're helping with. So we're doing like a 4-stage game plan, which covers quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. And with those are tactics of how we can engage with an audience passively to enable you to hire 10, 20, 30 staff on a consistent, predictable basis, rather than putting out adverts, job boards, or maybe reaching out to 3 or 4 recruitment agencies and seeing which CVs stick. Those strategies are old, and although you might get some results from it, it's not a way to really grow a business, because as everyone knows, talent, whatever talent you've got is basically your business. A lot of us are in service-based businesses, and that's related to what your talent has got. Maybe you might be a SaaS or product-based company. Still, your talent is the tech people behind building that product and the sales people, the account managers. So that is really important. So if you're interested in finding out a little bit more around the strategy and the game plan on inbound recruitment marketing, feel free to reach out below. So you can follow me on LinkedIn, James Blackwell. I should come under a search. You can reach out to me at james@ronaldjamesgroup.com. And I'm more than happy to either show you in our office exactly how that game plan could work and how we can help over the next 12, 18 months get you to employ an inbound marketing strategy, enabling you to attract talent yourself and building your brand. And listen out for the next video. So thanks for your time.